We're back with another episode of
Pine Street Elevator.
I hope you all have had a lovely week, and today we are excited to bring you yet another awesome review.
All right, so the one that is literally jumping out to me today, Song for Dead Time.
Oh, magnificent choice. Okay, so this is a jam by Swans.
Uh-oh.
Now you see. Okay,
What have I done?
So,
I thought it was going to be Swans, too.
Here's the thing, though. It's not like a super crazy hardcore song. Swans is a band that I believe started in 1983. I've read stories saying that basically, like, bartenders in the New York City area, because that's where they're from initially, they would play filth when it was time for the bar to close because they didn't want to deal with people anymore, and they knew playing this band is going to get people out of that bar. That's all I'm saying.
That's so bad.
It's clever because
Yeah, but, I mean, two swans. That's a kind of a... Ouch.
Well, how do you think they got famous?
Because the people ended up staying in the bars?
Well, no, they didn't. But they got the exposure. That's the important part.
Okay, fair enough. Exposure.
There's no such thing as bad exposure. Mm-hmm. Unless you get arrested for public indecency. Demonetized. Okay. So, anyway. So they experimented around with a lot of like noise rock and post-rock sounds. But in like the late 80s, early 90s, they started doing like industrial folk. So this next choice, when I first started listening to Swans, it was a really new experience for me because I'm used to standard pop-structured rock and roll. But the thing with Swans is, especially with their newer stuff, they do a lot of repetition and just kind of like trying to lull you into like this false sense of like, oh, I know what's going on here, and then they'll just like smack you in the face with a weird sound texture or something. So, but this song I really got into because it's just like peaceful as can be. Now, you might find the vocals a little bit creepy, but for what it's worth, my mom liked this song one time when I played it for her, so it shouldn't be too much for you. Okay. It's just like a very mysterious sound. I'd liken it to you're swimming in a swamp, right?
Oh.
And it's like it's 9:30 p.m. and there's a fog rolling over the swamp, but you know you're not in danger. Like there's nothing gross or weird going on. It's just like really mysterious. All the cattails are all around you, and
okay, but swamp water.
A little dirt never hurt.
Okay.
Sometimes you deal with it for the experience.
Okay. I'm with you. I'm with you.
So no further ado, let's begin with Song for Dead Time off of the album White Light from the Mouth of Infinity.
Whoa. Now that's a title.
It's some edgy stuff there, folks.
Let's get to it.
So like I said, it's industrial folk. There's the acoustic and like the nice little reverbed clean guitars, but then there's also an element of the spacey electronics that are subtly layered over the track. That's really where the beauty of Swans lies. It's in the texture. Because
texture. Please explain what you mean by texture.
It's the way they layer everything. Because hold on, I'll get back to it. Come on.
Okay.
Let's be respectful. It's a Jarbo.
Who's that?
The vocalist.
Okay. Don't tell me it's a guy, isn't it?
It is a girl.
Okay. Sometimes they get me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're looking at you, Geddy Lee.
Who's that?
Singer from Rush.
Oh, yeah. Or Justin Bieber. Actually, the first time I heard Justin Bieber, I thought it was a woman.
first time I heard Justin Bieber, I felt my masculinity very threatened because everybody had a major crush on him and I was just off in the corner with no friends.
No!
I'm just kidding. Let's get back to the song.
I hope that's not a true story.
It's the essence of truth.
Oh. I'm sorry. Don't worry about it.
It's okay, I have Joanna at my side. Justin Bieber does not. I'm not jealous one bit.
Okay. You shouldn't be. It is really nice.
Right. So
I like it.
the thing with Swans is, like, if you pick the right album, it's really good napping music. Like, this is as good as you're gonna get.
Napping?
Yeah. No, seriously. Like, if you want to have, like, a really peaceful slumber that's also just full of...
Wonky dreams.
No, they're just, like, really, really crazy off-the-wall dreams. This is the stuff. This and Windhand.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Those are good sleeping bands.
I can see that.
Yeah.
But I don't see how wonky is not the right term.
Well, it's like... You need carbohydrates to run a race. And you need, like, dream fuel to be creative. At least I think so.
Okay.
From my own personal experience. So what I was saying about texture is Swans has really mastered the art of finding some sort of guitar part or rhythm combination that they repeat consistently throughout a song, but then they add in just these subtle little touches in the background that keep you just interested enough that you don't skip the song because you're bored of the repetition. Like, they keep you listening even to songs that are 30 minutes long.
Which is crazy, by the way. They have songs that are 30 minutes long.
Yeah, so fun story too. Okay, this is a wild story.
And it's true.
Yeah.
This actually is 100% true.
I had my brother and some coworkers at the time with me, and they can vouch for me on this story. I saw Swans live at the Neptune Theater a few months ago, back in it was like September 1st or something. Anyway, I was standing in the very front of the audience, right in front of Michael Gira, who, on his own, I mean, do me a favor, pause the video right now if you don't know who I'm talking about, and go look at some pictures of this fool, because he is one intimidating guy. Like, greasy hair, he has the meanest look in his eye, like, he looks like he's just ready to kill somebody, and he's super tall. So, I was standing right in front of him for the whole show, and then about halfway through, this drunk guy comes stumbling through the audience, comes up to me, and he, like, smiled at me, and I was like, okay, this dude's just having a good time. Why not? So I smiled back. And then out of nowhere, he threw a punch at me, and just started, like, wailing on me for no stupid reason. I'm getting blasted with noise, so I'm, like, totally disoriented while this dude is, like, shoving me around and just, like, smiling in the creepiest way and, like, hitting me and stuff. So I'm starting to panic. My brother grabs me by the shoulder and starts pulling me out of there, and then all of a sudden it stops. I turn around and look back up, and Michael Gira himself has reached down from the stage in the middle of the song, grabbed this fool by the hair, and is shaking him around and just, like, screaming in his face. It was intense. So that song definitely doesn't capture that side of Swans, but I'm sure later we will get there for you, and you'll understand just how terrifying they can be. So, on a scale of 1 to 5, where would you put that song?
That was really good. I enjoyed it a lot. If I were in the right mood, if I were kind of, like, sleepy and in the mood for something really calming, I would definitely rate that as a 5. I could get into that. And that 5 would be equivalent to, like, when you get back to the lodge after skiing all day, and you just get some mac and cheese, the good stuff, nice and hot and warm, and you just eat up, and you you get to take your boots off too, because I don't know if you know, but ski boots they're rough. You take them off and you're like, okay, mac and cheese time. It's kind of like that. It's like it's the calm after a long day, a long good day.
Yeah. So it is the song for Dead Time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So they
I think
nailed it in the title.
They did.
Okay. So would we say 5 out of 5 nailed it in the title? No clickbait in this song whatsoever.
We usually do a segment about what meal I would recommend to go with it, but I think I just covered it.
Yeah, I was going to say the mac and cheese. Spot on. Savor that.
The good stuff.
Pull it out of the oven. Best thing to do, make cheese fondue and then blanket that over some shells, some good sized shells. Sprinkle a little bit of fresh crumpled bacon up on there.
Cilantro,
maybe?
Maybe.
Frank's.
He wasn't sure about that one.
Frank's Red Hot.
Yeah.
Get that sucker all warmed up and then let it sit for just a couple minutes so it sort of thickens, but it's still really hard to Then
good food.
Yeah. Then find your record player, put on Song for Dead Time, and ooh la la.
Your day is complete.
You're experiencing some beautiful dead time.
You can thank us for that later.
My father was a filthy Italian. He had like really long, stringy hair. I had a rat on his shoulder, and I ran away. My father took me to Paris. We were staying there, and I remember the police came in and arrested us all. And I went to jail.